It has been so warm and sunny and beautiful, and it doesn't stop today. We're going to get a good dose of that, but we do have some changes in our midst. Cloud cover is going to gradually increase into the southwest for today as that snow also begins to pick up. We're tracking a cutoff low off towards our south. That will gradually track east and northeast over the course of today and into tomorrow. As it does so, it's going to lift in some precipitation, and we're tracking where the low sets up, how quickly the low moves, and the potential that it may bring for us here in the Denver area to see some measurable snow going into Wednesday night and Thursday. We do have a first alert weather day for Thursday because of these changes we're anticipating. So that snow to develop overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning could lead to a slick morning commute, but it all depends on where this narrow band of heavy snow sets up for us. It means that because of the track of this, it leaves those snow totals just a touch uncertain. If the track moves a little further west, that means more snow for the Denver area. If it stays further east, that means less snow for the Denver area. We'll talk about that in a second. But again, it does look at this point like we'll see some heavy snow towards southern and southeastern Colorado, with the southeast suburbs picking up on some of that. For the southwest, the San Juans today picking up some decent snow. It builds this afternoon, continues overnight, and by tomorrow we start to see more of that moisture lift off towards the north. A little bit of a rain snow mix into the eastern plains overnight. We could see some of that here in the Denver area overnight and into early Thursday. But here's that band of heavy snow. You'll notice right now where it's setting up toward the Lyman area, off towards the eastern plains. If the track of that navigates just a little closer toward the west, moves a little more northwest, then we have the potential here in the Denver area of seeing a more impactful snowstorm here that could bring us more measurable snow. But if it stays off towards the east, as it's kind of forecast to do right now, we might not see as much snow here in Denver. So again, it all depends on the track of this system, but it does look like it'll clear out for us by Thursday late afternoon into the early evening. Winter weather advisories are in place for our southern mountains. That's where we could pick up around 6 to 12 inches of snow, so that's great news there. The northwest, not expecting much of anything. Most of our storms recently have been centered toward the north, so the south getting a good dose of snow with this system. And you'll notice the Denver area just kind of teetering on the line of where that snow could fall. We'll take a closer look at our front range snow totals for the metro. Kind of a trace to 3 inches is what we're looking at right now. But toward Lyman, where the blue gets a little bit darker, at this point, that's where we could see some more of that heavy snow build. That's where we could pick up around 4 to 6 inches. So again, if that moves a little farther toward the northwest, more of that accumulating snow potential has the possibility of hitting the Denver metro. And of course, it would be just in time for that morning commute. Palmer Divide communities around 2 to 4 inches of snow. So south and southeast looking to see most of this. As you'll notice, northern Colorado hardly picking up anything. So of course, keep our eye on that. Before today, we're keeping our eye on the sunshine. It's going to be a nice afternoon. Temps in the mid-40s across the front range. Could see some low 50s through Yuma into Burlington and Julesburg this afternoon as the high country heads into the 20s and 30s. Tomorrow, our temps really don't slide much. With that snow chance, we're only dropping to about 42 degrees, but we bounce back in a big way. By Friday, we're in the mid-50s, plenty of sunshine, a little bit breezy going into Friday and Saturday as we usher in more warmth. We're in the mid to upper 50s, low 60s going into the weekend, the first couple of days of February for it there. And then to begin the first week of February, pretty mild weather, tracking the potential for a little bit of a cold front that could swing our temperatures just a touch cooler, but we'll keep our eye on that as it gets closer. Otherwise, one chance of snow in our extended forecast and what will otherwise be a warm and sunny start to February.